I want you to break down the underlying trends of the business because there was a big divergence between your various divisions, some of the younger, smaller ones growing very fast, and the older ones not doing as well.
Well, good morning, Julia. Thanks for having me today. I think we had an impressive quarter on all metrics as you look at them. We grew revenues, but most importantly, we have very strong demand across the portfolio from edge to cloud. And our growing businesses are humming. To your point, our intelligent edge was up 23%. Our HPC AI data-driven businesses were up also 9%. And our as a service, which is a long-term North Star for our transformation as a company, grew 46% in orders. And our core businesses did well. They stabilized despite the supply constraint. But we also had up middle single digits growth in demand. All in all, we see strong demand in the market, and we improved profitability quite significantly, which also translated year to date in a record-breaking free cash flow. So we are very pleased with the performance. I think our strategy to become the edge to cloud platform company is resonating in the market.
Yeah, Antonio, a pretty dramatic shift towards that as a service business. Very impressive shift there. But my question is, as you look at demand and you also look at supply constraints, tell us about your outlook going forward. You did raise your guidance, but what is the outlook, especially for how those supply constraints are going to play into things?
Well, from the demand perspective, we continue to be very bullish. When you think about the way we're working today, we see increased demand in secure connectivity. We see, obviously, increased demand cloud everywhere, where the cloud experience have to be deployed not just in a public cloud, but on-prem at the edge. And we see a big demand with everything around data insights. And so that's why our edge to cloud strategy is perfectly positioned for those three trends that we see going forward. Now, from the supply perspective, obviously, we are going through a patch here that will take probably another 2 to 3 quarters to get out of it. But we have done a lot of work. We have done a lot of work mitigating those challenges, which we started last Q4 2020. In fact, our inventory levels have gone up $1.3 billion, and we have worked with our suppliers. But we have one point of differentiation, Julia, which is our engineering capabilities. Our engineering team is the best in class to be able to swap components and be able to mitigate those challenges. But all that said, we factor all these challenges, our guidance, and that's why we said in Q4, we are very comfortable with the consensus on revenue. We believe we have some upside. And at the same time, we think about the 2022 is going to be a very strong IT buying cycle.